Hey guys, what's going on? This is the conservative speaking. Breaking news. The great white dope, Joe Biden, has the China virus. And this is after Joe Biden was double vaxxed and boosted. Um, the news broke out after Joe Biden was suffering from mild symptoms from the China virus, which included fatigue, a runny nose, and dry cough. So, although he's suspected to recover, which is going to include a 5-day quarantine, nevertheless, Joe Biden wind up getting the China virus after he received the China virus vaccine. 2 vaccines, and he received the booster. So here's the storyline. President Biden tested positive on Thursday for the China virus, raising health concerns for the 79-year-old president and underscoring how the virus remains a persistent threat in a country trying to put the pandemic in the past. However, I will give the great white dope credit. He finally admitted last year that there was nothing more he can do to combat the virus. There was nothing more he can do, even though Joe Biden emphatically stated that he was going to beat the virus. Except the fact that I think Joe Biden doesn't understand how viruses work. Because once a virus is here, it's here and it's here to stay. And one of the reasons why is because the virus has a DNA, and the DNA can easily splice and multiply into different strands. So Joe Biden thought that the vaccine was going to defeat the virus until he found out otherwise. But at least Joe Biden was able to admit that. Now Joe Biden is suspected to make a full recovery. But let's move on with the rest of the story. Karine Jean-Pierre, the White House press secretary, which is more of an affirmative action press secretary, said in a statement that Mr. Biden has tested positive for the China virus. He is fully vaccinated and twice boosted and experienced very mild symptoms. Now, keep in mind, Anthony Fauci also tested positive from the China virus, despite the fact that he received both vaccines and was boosted. And now keep in mind, it was the CDC that recommended that people 65 and older get both vaccines and along with the booster. And Joe Biden clearly fit that vulnerable population. The vulnerable population, which is considered 65 and older. So considering the fact that Joe Biden was over 65, he already fit in the vulnerable population. But despite all that, Joe Biden still wound up getting the China virus. So Kevin O'Connor, the president's physician, said in a letter released by the White House Thursday morning that Mr. Biden was experiencing fatigue, a runny nose, and an occasional dry cough. I anticipate that he will respond favorably as most maximally protected patients do, Dr. Connor wrote in a letter. The president is receiving Paxlovid, an antiviral drug used to minimize the severity of the China virus, Mrs. Jean-Pierre said. He will isolate at the White House, but will continue to carry all of his duties fully during that time. She said, so this man is getting more, this man is taking more drugs. This man is taking more drugs on top of the, on top of the multiple vaccinations that this man received. Amazing. And it's funny that this occurs, considering the fact that Biden stated, let's see if I can pull it up, that Biden stated that that the unvaccinated are costing all of us. So, Joe Biden was going against the unvaccinated, stating that the unvaccinated Americans were slowing down the U.S. economy. He was accusing some elected officials of actively trying to undermine the administration's efforts to combat the chinavirus pandemic. So Joe Biden was criticizing other people, for not getting vaccinated, stating that they were the ones that were slowing down the economy and were affecting all. When truth be told, it was Joe Biden that put in the vaccine mandates a year ago and made the employers who had about 100 employees or more force their employees to get vaccinated or run the risk of getting terminated. So a lot of employees chose to not get vaccinated, and they practically chose not getting vaccinated as opposed to being employed. And because of that, they wind up leaving or they wind up getting terminated, and therefore that left a lot of jobs that were unfilled. So if there's anyone that really slowed the economy down, it was Joe Biden. But the thing is Joe Biden was the one that was pushing for the 7 million Americans at the time, about a year ago, to get vaccinated, because if not, then they weren't doing their duty. That they weren't doing the right thing and putting everybody's health at risk. All right, that was the message that Joe Biden was implementing. But yet, Joe Biden himself winds up getting the chinavirus, despite the fact that he wound up taking the very measures that were supposed to protect him from not getting it. Now, it's not really for me to say whether or not people should get it or not. YouTube, I want you to pay attention real quick. I really want you to pay attention. All right. By no means am I telling people that they shouldn't get the vaccine. Not at all. I'm just putting out the info. So you guys can formulate your own opinion as far as what you think about the vaccine. But Mr. Biden posted in a tweet in the afternoon saying he's doing great and that he was keeping busy. And listen, I'm sure Joe Biden will make a recovery. I mean, I'm sure he'll be fine, but But yes, this was a guy that wind up getting infected with the virus, despite getting boosted. I mean, despite getting both vaccinations and boosted, same as Dr. Fauci. So I'll leave it for you guys to make your own subjective comments about how you feel about the matter. But when you do, leave a comment in the comment section. After you subscribe to my channel, click the like button if you like the video. Share this video if you found it informal and of any use to you. If you found it useful, then I'm sure someone else will find it useful as well. So share the video, all right, and like the video too if you like the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I'll be able to provide you content on the double. And also, when you subscribe to my channel, click on the notification button so that you'll be able to be notified when new content drops from my channel. And with that being said, this is the Conservative signing out. Have a blessed day, guys. Amazing!